Welcome. You're watching Coffee and Clicks, and I'm your host, Tlish. Today we're going to be opening up a brick of Captain America and the Avengers. However, instead of doing a normal unboxing, we're going to be doing something a little different where we examine two boosters at a time and we decide how we would put together a sealed team for each of those two boosters. So it's a kind of a sealed simulation. With that being said, let's get started. Here, let's take a look at the first booster. We have, looks like we have Sharon Carter. We got a Sharon Carter here. Hi, Sharon. We have Mandarin, super rare. Mandarin. Doing his thing. We have Peggy Carter. At full attention. And then we have Dr. Faustus. I think he's like a mind controller. Dr. Faustus. And we have Iron Man, common Iron Man, the shifting focus. It is kind of a mech suit. So, if we take a look at these cards, so we have Dr. Faustus, who's a good mind controller, so we might want to consider him. He has mind control, stealth. When Dr. Faustus uses mind control, after resolutions deal 2 penetrating damage to each character that he hit that KO'd another character this action. So that's kind of like, it's kind of like a retail mind control. He has 2 targets. So if oh no, sorry, it's not a retail mind control. It's if your mind control is successful and then your attack is successful after you mind controlled them. So if they hit another character, then they get dealt 2 penetrating damage, and you can mind control 2 people with that. He's got stealth, he's got mastermind, he's got shape change, so precision strike as well. So and he's only 45 points. That's a pretty good piece. But really, the main stars, I think the main must plays are Mandarin. If we look at his card, he's got a bunch of keywords up there, but we're probably not going to be themed. He has that Rings of Power trait, where you can include a number of Mandarin ring objects on your force for 3 points each, up to 30. We're not going to be using that for sealed, but his 2 main abilities for sealed would be that chi manipulation, which is toughness. When Mandarin attacks a character with the armor keyword, that character can't use defense powers that attack, which could be very dangerous because the set has a lot of armor keyworded stuff. And then also, really the star of this piece is the starring power of this piece is in sealed at least is this damage power. It always comes at a price. Free, choose outwit or perplex or probability control. Mandarin can use chosen power until your next turn. You may instead choose all 3 powers, but if you do, at the end of your turn, deal him 1 unavoidable damage, which in a pinch, if you need all 3 powers, you can do that, and he's going to be very good support piece. Plus, he's a decent attacker, and he'll be good against the armor keyword. These are his stats. He's got running shot with precision strike, energy shield deflection, and 3 damage with that damage power. And 7 range with 2 targets. So for 70 points, that's really good. I would definitely play him in sealed. So we're gonna set aside Mandarin. Maybe I'll so we have Mandarin on our team. Sharon Carter, I think I would want to use as well. We have to take a look at what our next booster is going to have too. So Sharon Carter is really good. She's got Avengers, Shield, Politician, and Spy keywords. She's got the Espionage trait. She has Leadership. She has Perplex. And when she uses Perplex on someone with the Shield keyword, that character can use Outwit. And if she happens to be, it says best part of my day, Leadership. If Sharon Carter is adjacent to a friendly character named Captain America or Steve Rogers, she and those characters increase the result of their D6 rolls for Leadership by +1, if not already increased by a trait with this name. That's really good if you happen to pull Steve Rogers or Captain America. Okay, so let's set aside Sharon Carter because she's only 35 points. And so far we have 105 points with Mandarin and Sharon Carter. We're going to, let's take a look at Peggy. Peggy Carter's good. So we're going to keep the rest of these on the side just in case we need them. But really our must plays, I think, are Sharon and Mandarin. Let's take a look at the next booster. That's the box. Let's see the next booster. So here we have all right. We have Nick Fury, Zeke Stain, Dario Agger, Power Man, and Taskmaster. Okay. So we're going to look at which characters here are going to be the best for sealed. We have Nick Fury, Zeke Stain, Dario Agger, Power Man, and Taskmaster. Okay, so let's take a look. So let's just look at all of them and see what they do. So Nick Fury, we have the Espionage trait. He's 75 points. Leadership, when Nick Fury uses Leadership and succeeds, instead of the normal effect, you may generate a shield agent. We don't have any of those. He has a stop click at the end with Mastermind. When the click is first revealed, after resolution is roll a d6, place Nick Fury up to that many squares away from his current square. So at least he has a stop click, and he's got running shot, energy explosion, which is always good, and outwit, and he's 75 points, five clicks with the stop click, 18 defense with toughness. So he's going to be considered. We're going to consider him. All right, so Nick Fury. Let's take a look at Power Man. He's got the assembled bolts and masters trait. I don't know if you've seen that, but it says once per turn when Power Man hits after resolutions, you may roll a d6. If he rolls a 5 or a 6, if your force is 3 or more friendly characters with the Masters of Evil or Thunderbolts keywords, remove an action token from Power Man or give an action token to a hit target. If you have 6 or more, do both. He has a trait, Indestructible Ionic Energy. Power Man takes a maximum of 1 damage from the first attack that hits him each turn. That could be really good. You know, I didn't know that he had that. So he's going to be hard to kill. Alright, let's take a look at his stats. So he is 65 points. He's kind of slow, 7 movement with charge, but still you can move 4. He's got 11 attack, 17 defense with impervious, and 4 damage. So not bad for 65 points. And he's got the Masters of Evil team ability, which means he has colossal stamina. So I like him because he's going to be very hard to kill. He's takes him a maximum of 1 damage from the first attack each turn. All right. I think I like Nick Fury better, just because he's got the energy explosion and the running shot energy explosion, and he has the espionage trait. We have Dario Agger, which I think I'm going to want to play him, just for the support. But we do have a lot of support already, so I don't know how much support you really need. If you pay the extra 25 points, he gets shape change. I don't think that's worth it. But if he does not have shape change if you don't pay 25 points. So it says shape change if Dario Agger would be KO'd, instead replace him with Minotaur. We don't have Minotaur. He was only without paying the 25. He's only 50 point piece. So for 50 points, you get. So for 50 points, you get Outwit, Probability Control, and opposing characters within 5 squares can't use team abilities, which is very powerful in and of itself. And he's also got Stealth, so you can place him in hindering and have him stealth, and he also has TK. So yeah, so he's got a lot of support. I think I'm going to use him because he has the TK. So let's take him out. So let's see, 70, 35, and 50, 155. So we have enough points. So we have 145 points left over. So maybe like a 75 point piece and a 70 or a 65 point piece, or a combination of pieces. So, all right, let's look at Zeke Stain. Zeke Stain is 100 points. Okay. Zeke Stain. The power actions of opposing characters within X squares are double power actions instead. X is the number of friendly characters with the power elite keyword with different names. So it would only be 1. So within 1 square of Zeke Stain, so anybody adjacent to Zeke Stain would have double power actions instead of power actions to do power actions. Okay. And then he's got a movement power. When Zeke Stain has 2 action tokens, he has free make a range attack. Well, that's good because he can attack every turn. So he would be able to attack every turn. That's really good. Energy shield, deflection, and toughness, and willpower as his defense power. And then he has an ability. His damage ability is his damage power is perplex, free, roll a d6, 5 or 6, remove an action token from Zeke Stain. So I actually like him because he is he's got the perplex. So you have 1, 2. If you have Sharon Carter and Mandarin, you'll have 2 perplexes. Plus Zeke Stain will be 3 perplexes. And then you'll have a bunch of Outwit and Prob as well. That could be very dangerous. I think Zeke Stain also has Prob. So, but not on his first click. So let's see, his dial. He's got Running Shot, Energy Explosion with 18 defense with Invulnerable and 4 damage. Yeah, so he doesn't get that power where he removes tokens until later on. He does have the Underworld team ability. I don't think anybody else shares a keyword with him though. I'm going to see what his keywords are. Just maybe Scientist. He might be able to carry Mandarin with Scientist. Oh, he's a flyer too, so he can carry anyway with flying. He's someone I would consider because he's just a pretty big attacker, and he's got Perplex. Wait, does he have Perplex on this? No, he does not have Perplex on that first click. Okay, that's different. Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on him. I don't know. He does not have Perplex on that first click. So he doesn't have any of these special powers on his first click. Just Running Shot, Pensai. Alright, so let's look at Taskmaster. Taskmaster, also Power Elite. Okay, that could be interesting. And also, he has... You forget that I took on the Avengers. Free, this is a trait. Free, choose a standard speed or defense power printed on this card. Taskmaster can use that power until your next turn. He's got a bunch of powers, as you can see in the inside of his card. He's got a whole lot of powers that he can choose from for speed and defense only, though. He's got 5 clicks. Now he does start with Perplex and ESD, but you can change his defense power per turn based on what you want it to be. His attack is 12, and he's got blades. So you can charge blades, flurry blades. You can running shot if you need to. You can put him in stealth if you need to, or you can leap climb around. So pretty good. He's also a wild card. Do I have any? Oh yeah, so I have the shield team ability. Sharon Carter has the shield team ability, so you can wild card copy that. Yeah, what I might play is Taskmaster at 60. And because he has Perplex, that puts us at 3 Perplexes, and then for 75 I might play Shifting Focus Iron Man. Wait, do I have both Iron Mans? No, I don't have both Iron Mans. It's Seek Stain. No, I might play Nick Fury. I might play Nick Fury at 75. Let me look at the Iron Man one more time, though. I think I like Nick Fury better than yeah, because he's got Outwit. Yeah. He also has the shield team ability. Alright, so I think this is my team. I'm going to count out the points and see if it works. I think my team is Nick Fury, Taskmaster, so that's 75 and 60, that's 135. Dario Agger, which is 185. Sharon Carter, which is 215. And then Mandarin. Am I too low in points? Mandarin is 70. That's 285. Wait, I think I've misadded. 135 plus 50 is 185. Plus 35. Oh, is oh, 220. Yeah, so this is 290 points. Okay. So 290 points. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be my team. Mandarin, Sharon Carter, Dario Agger, Taskmaster, and Nick Fury. So we'll put that one aside. Maybe I'll just do two. We'll see. I'll do as many boosters as we can in the time allotted, and then in the next video we will play them against each other. So let's take a look at another team. We have, I'm going to try to go through these a little more quickly. Alright, so we have Machine Smith, Shield Officer, Machine Smith, Shield Officer, Citizen V at 60 points. I like that sculpt. Captain America, the normal Steve Rogers Captain America in his normal suit, uncommon. And then Isaiah Bradley. Isaiah Bradley. And then in the next booster we have Shield Officer, Victor Mancha, the Captain, Singularity, Singularity. Kind of looks like Kobik. I think they're like, I don't know if they're the same character. And then this looks like Rare Minotaur. It's got a great sculpt, really good sculpt. Minotaur. Oh, he's too big to get into focus. There we go. Yar. Okay. So what would I play on this with this honestly, I mean, there's a lot of Avengers keyword stuff here, but I don't think I would theme, because I think we have to play Machine Smith, and I think we might have to play Minotaur. Which Citizen V is this? I want to see if it's a good one. I mean, I think all the Citizen Vs are pretty good. So here's Citizen V. Once per turn, when Citizen V hits, after resolutions, you may roll a d6. So that's assembled bolts and masters. Leadership, traded, and then leap climb, traded. Charge, sidestep, when he hits with a close attack. After resolutions, remove an action token from a friendly character, including herself, that is adjacent to a hit target. So that's good. She can, if she charges and hits somebody, she can remove her own action token after hitting, and just keep going. That's really good. He's just got flurry, blades. So she has a sidestep charge. First click with blades at 11 attack. She's only 60 points. She's got combat reflexes and shape change. The shape change is what does it for me on this one. I think I'm definitely going to play her, because for 60 points, an annoying charge blades character that can run around and is a little hard to kill. You know, the shape change acts as a deterrent from opposing attackers. So yeah, I would use her. So I'm gonna use Citizen V at 60, Machinesmith at 90. We'll take a look at Machinesmith. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, really good, super rare. Once per turn, when Machinesmith hits, after resolutions, you may roll a d6. That's assembled bolts and masters. Machinesmith moves through hindering. He's got a shape change. Power, generate a robot dupe bystander, max 1. And I think the robot dupe also has shape change. When Machinesmith would be KO'd if his robot dupe bystander is on the map. Instead, turn him to click 6 and then KO the robot dupe. So he's hard to kill because you can keep generating that robot dupe. He has plasticity, sidestep, and stealth. There's his stats right there. He also has perplex. He has energy explosion. He's 90 points. He's got willpower. He's got indomitable. Here's the robot dupe, which is got shape change and toughness, in addition to whatever it picks from, because it can copy. When the robot dupe starts the game, choose a standard opposing character of 100 points or less. Robot dupe has the robot keyword in addition to the chosen characters, display combat values, and display standard powers. They may change as the character's dial clicks. If the chosen character isn't on the map, robot dupe's dial is his printed one. So and he can just keep making robot dupes. So yeah, I think he's very good. So I'll use Machinesmith at 90. Citizen V at 60, so that's 150. I think, let's see, Minotaur at 50, I think we need to use, because you can use him on a blocking map if you happen to win map. Well, I don't know, actually. Let's see. See, the thing is, if you don't have a lot of blocking terrain, he's not that good. Because his attack values are pretty low. But he's only 50 points. Let's look at him. So this game, opposing characters can't use location effects, but may use that constellation bonus instead. So that's actually cool. He moves through hindering and blocking, and destroys blocking when he moves through it. He's got charge. When Minotaur uses it, modify his attack and damage plus X, where X is the pieces of blocking and terrain he moved through and destroyed this action. So you can get up to a +3 attack and damage. And then he has other powers. Let's take a look at his back of his card. I like that comic book cover that he's in. Invincible Iron Man versus the Minotaur. He has Battle Fury, so that's really good. against shape changers, but he's only got 10 attack. He does have super strength, so you know, 9 movement charge, so he could charge 5. If he moves through 3 blocking, you get him up to a 13 attack, 6 damage with Battle Fury. That's pretty insane. But that's only if you get him if you can get win map and then put him on a blocking map. So otherwise he just has 10 attack, 10 attack, 9 attack, 9 attack, 9 attack, and some pretty low numbers. Not sure about him. I'm not sure, but we don't have a whole lot of other choices that are really good. Let me see. You know, I think I might actually use the Captain America. The Captain America uncommon, because he's got the Living Legend trait, so he's going to be hard to kill. You can look at him. Captain America, assembled Avengers. Once per turn. Okay, so if we can actually get 3 Avengers on our team, then that trait will go into effect. Because your force only needs to have 3 or more Avengers keyworded pieces. So maybe we can get 3 Avengers on the team. He also has the Living Legend trait, which means the first time each game that he would be KO'd, instead turn him to his last non-KO click, then roll a d6 and heal him half the result. Protected Pulse Wave. Then let's finish this Avengers. He's got Leadership when he rolls a 6 for Leadership. Or the Assembled Avengers trait. Until your next turn, friendly characters can't have their combat values negatively modified. That could be good. He also, it's important to note that he moves through hindering and characters. Moving through characters is good, so you can't really base him. And he's got Running Shot. So, and he's got Running Shot, 9 movement, 12 attack, 18 defense with Imperv, and that 3 damage with that Leadership trait. So I think I'm gonna play him. He's 85 points. It's a little expensive, but he heals back. He's pretty hard to kill. So I think I'm gonna play Captain America. Good old Cap. He also has 6 range with 3 targets. You know, just bouncing the shield around. So I like that. I like it. So far we have Citizen V, Machine Smith, Captain America. That's 150 and 85 is 235. Okay. So we have 65 points to work with. You know, I actually am thinking of how I can make this into a theme team. We could have a soldier theme team, but I would have to take away Machine Smith. I think Machine Smith is too good to take out. So Isaiah Bradley is at 60 points. He has, let's see. Isaiah Bradley, 60 points. He has the Living Legend trait. He has Past and Soldier. The first time each game Isaiah Bradley would be KO'd, instead turn him to his last non-KO click, then roll a d6 and heal him equal to half the result. Protected Pulse Wave. Defend and Toughness. Okay. And he's got some. I mean, he's not too fancy, and not too fancy of a figure, but he's got the Living Legend trait, and he's got Defend. Let's take a look at what he's got on his card. 8 movement, charge, 11 attack, 18 defend and toughness, and 3 damage with empower. So yeah, I think we're going to include him because he's got the living legend trait and because he's 60 points. Right now we have Captain America, Citizen V, Machine Smith, and Isaiah Bradley. You know, just for fun though, I mean, this is pretend. Maybe I take out Machine Smith and I no, I don't think I you know what? I don't think I can because let's see, we do have the Captain. If I was going to take out Machine Smith, it would be 90 points. Technically, right now I have 95 points to work with if I take out Machine Smith. So I could put in the Captain at 45, and that would leave me 55 left. And then no, it wouldn't work because then I would want to put in 2 shield officers, but that's 60 points. Let's see, if I had 45 and 60, it's 105. Okay, so Citizen V 60, Isaiah Bradley 60, that's 120. Captain America, that's 285, that's 205. And then the Captain, that's 45, so that'll be 250. And then I don't have another 50-point soldier. I have a 30-point shield officer soldier, but that's it. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay, so I think our team is, I think the team that we have is, well, let's just take a look at the Captain. I have one more idea. That alright, so let's take a look at the Captain here. The Captain, Avengers soldier. The first time each game the Captain would be KO'd, so he's got the living legend trait as well. At the beginning of the game, choose one to last this game. The Captain loses the soldier keyword and gains the Marvel team ability of your choice that isn't uncopyable. Okay, so you can give him like Avengers Initiative or something like that. A good Marvel team ability, Shield team ability, or the Captain can't have his combat values modified by other characters and can't have his attack rolls re-rolled. That's actually really good. So you choose that to last the whole game. So he can't have by other characters, so you wouldn't even be able to perplex up his own stuff. Now, we don't have a lot of perplex or support in this pack, so that actually might be good because then other people can't reroll his attacks. He's got the Avengers trait. Let's see what he has here. 9 movement, charge, 11 attack with precision strike, ESD. Okay, so the only thing I would think of besides maybe take out Captain America, put in the Captain. So Captain America is 85. If you put in the Captain, he's only 45. It gives you 40 extra points to work with. So if it was the Captain at 45, Citizen V at 60, that's 105. Bradley at 60, so that's 165. The Machine Smith at 90, so that's 255. No, I was trying to fit the Minotaur on there. That doesn't look like it's going to work. If you took out Captain America and put in the Captain, you still have no room for the Minotaur. So I don't think this is a great, these are great pulls, but what I would use is Captain America, Citizen V, Isaiah Bradley, and the Machine Smith. So that's what I would use in this. It's not really my favorite pull. Let me know in the comments though if you guys have other ideas on any of these packs of how you would build a SEAL team. So let me just get those. So we have Isaiah Bradley, Machine Smith, Citizen V, and Captain America. I mean, they're all pretty good attackers. They just, I don't think, maybe Machine Smith will get you an extra support piece. You can copy somebody else's piece, because we don't have a whole lot of support in this pack, in these two packs, but maybe using the Machine Smith, you can copy somebody's piece and get some support powers that way. So that might be a good thing. Plus, Machine Smith has Perplex. Alright, so we'll keep that team over here. Alright. Let's take a look at the next two boosters. So we have an Iron Man. This looks like the uncommon. No, looks like a rare Iron Man. Sidewinder, Minotaur, uncommon Minotaur, Iron Man, uncommon, and Nick Fury. And for the next booster we have another uncommon Minotaur, Skeen, Josiah X, Prime, Common Prime. We have Baron Zemo, and we have Citizen V. And this is a different Citizen V. Alright, so let's see. So we saw Nick Fury. We know the Iron Mans are shifting focus. We might want to use them. Minotaurs, these uncommon Minotaurs are really good. Let's take a look at Minotaur. We have two of them, so we can use them at either 125 or 50. I don't think we're going to use two 125 Minotaurs. That might be a little too much. So when Minotaur starts a game, choose one, probability control or the Mystic's team ability. Minotaur can use the chosen power or ability this game. So we can use prob. You have a bunch of probs with the Minotaur. Alright, he's got charge. When he uses it, you may choose that he can only move in a direct path. If you do, he doesn't have his speed value and has improved movement hindering and improved movement. It destroys blocking after and modifies attack +1 for each 3 squares he moved. So if he moves 6 squares, he gets +2 attack. If he moves 3 squares, he gets +1 attack. If he moves 9 squares, he gets +3 attack. Probably use him at his 50-point line. With that impervious, he's got 17 impervious. He's got 3 damage with Battle Fury. He's got that blades, so you can possibly do charge, full move charge and blades for a 14 attack with blades. That could be pretty dangerous. And he's got prob or mystics. But he has to move in a direct path in order to get that full speed value. So we're going to use, I think we're going to use the 2 Minotaurs at 50, definitely. That seems like a sexy choice. Alright, there's his sculpt. That's the uncommon Minotaur sculpt. Also pretty cool sculpt. So 2 Minotaurs at 50. Can we get it themed? Or, well, for this one, it's not as important that you get themed because he gets that +1 attack even if he does not move through blocking. So it's not as important to get a theme there. But he has, let's see, he has mystical. It doesn't look like we have that much mystical. He has monster and ruler. Sidewinder's a ruler. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. Because this Baron Zemo is Heinrich Zemo. Once per turn when... let's take a look at it. It doesn't look like we're going to get a... doesn't look like we're going to get a theme team. So let's just see what else we can do here. Alright, so here's Baron Zemo. Once per turn when Baron Zemo hits, so assemble bolts of master's trait, we've seen that. Captain America, my mortal foe, opposing characters that can use leadership or combat reflexes modify attack -2 when attacking Baron Zemo. That can be really good because a lot of the characters in the set have those two abilities, leadership and combat reflexes. Also, another trait, when beginning a move, opposing characters modify their speed -1 and decrease their breakaway rolls by -1 unless they're occupying hindering or water terrain. Okay, that could be very annoying for your opponent when beginning a move. Okay, so I'm not sure how that works with like powers like running shot and charge, if that counts as beginning a move. He's got leadership, he's got a running shot Pensai with 10 attack and 17 defense with combat reflexes. So yeah, I think I would use Heinrich Zemo. He also has the Colossal Stamina from the Masters of Evil trait. He is 60 points, we'll consider him. Then we have another Citizen V. This one is John Watkins III. He has a Living Legend trait, which is always good. He also has Sidestep and Toughness. He's got the Soldier keyword, which is going to be important later. He's got Leadership and 10 attack with Charge and Blades. So I might push him to that 11 attack. I don't know. Yeah, I like him. I like all the Citizen V's in this set. They're pretty cool blades, charge blades figures. He's got willpower. Not a big... Yeah, so he's got 18 with willpower. That's a little bit dangerous. It might be a little bit fragile. So we'll see about him. Skeen. Oh, Skeen's interesting. So Skeen has the Masters of Evil and Thunderbolts and Celebrity trait. Once per turn when Skeen hits, after resolutions you may roll a d6. That's assemblable to Masters. We might have 3 Masters of Evil / Thunderbolts people that we can use here. She's got Incap. When she uses it, opposing characters can't use super senses or shape change for that action. And then she has a damage power, Weave a Disguise, shape change. Adjacent standard friendly characters can use shape change, which is really cool because we can give shape change to everybody that's adjacent. I think I like that. She's 50 points. That triple target Incap sidestep. She can be pretty annoying, so I think I might want to use her. So Skeen at, and then yeah. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take out Baron Zemo. Alright, so we have 2 Minotaurs at 50, so that's 100. We have Skeen at 50, which is 150. And then I'm going to use the Shifting Focus Iron Man's at 75 and Nick Fury at 75. So I think that's what I would do. Let me see, does Josiah X share a keyword with Iron Man? He does. He shares the scientist keyword. So maybe instead of Skeen, I would use Josiah X. Because that Josiah X does this. So here's Josiah X. Empower. Friendly characters that are adjacent or share a keyword with Josiah X can reduce penetrating damage. So that makes the Iron Man's and also Nick Fury, because he's a soldier. It makes them reduce penetrating damage, which makes them tougher. Makes them tougher to kill. So, and the Iron Mans both have invuln, or one of them has invuln, one of them has invincible. So, it'll help the one that has invuln. But yeah, so then you have some pretty good attackers. You have a lot of good attackers on this team. You have Outwit with Nick Fury. Yeah, as much as I like Skeen, I think I like Josiah X a little bit better on this team. And he also has, he's also a decent attacker by himself. I mean, primes are always good for their point value, so you have to remember that. He's got 9 attack, not 9 movement with charge, 11 attack, 18 defense with invulnerable, and he also reduces penetrating damage, and then 3 damage with that special. Yeah, so it would be 2 Minotaurs, Josiah X, Iron Man, Nick Fury, and the Iron Man is Shifting Focus. So that's the third team. And I will show you the overhead view of all the teams as we pick them. I think I'm going to do one more team, and then I'll show you the overhead views of all the teams. And we will, well, no, I have actually, no, we have 2 more teams to go. Okay, so for this pack we have Shield Officer, Dario Agger, which we saw, Spy Master, Happy Hogan, and Captain America. This Captain America is the Sam Wilson Falcon turned Captain America. Okay, I don't know if you can see him. There he is. I think I'm definitely gonna play him. Been excited to play Sam Wilson. Also Happy Hogan. He is a taxi. Looks like, I mean, if we might be able to do a Shield or Avengers theme team here. But let's look at the next pack and see what we get. So far no theme teams yet. Alright, this one has got something heavy in it. Oh, look, we have MODOK. We have MODOK. Winter Soldier. Citizen V at 50 points. This is another... Oh no, this is the... is this the... No, this is a different... It's different Citizen V. I haven't seen this one yet. Industrial Spy and Sidewinder. I think we're definitely going to use Industrial Spy because that has been really good and sealed from my experience. If we take a look at all these, here's MODOK. He's got AIM, Intelligentsia, MODOK 11, Robot, and Scientist keywords. Energy Shield Deflection, once per game. When MODOK would be hit with a range attack, you may instead choose that he evaded it. If you do, MODOK can't use Energy Shield Deflection for the rest of the game. A protected Pulse Wave. Sidestep, Mind Control. When MODOK uses Mind Control after resolutions, deal penetrating damage equal to his printed damage value divided among his hit targets, and that ability is called I Am MODOK. And then he has a bunch of other powers. Okay, let's look at the back of his style. Oops. There's a big picture of MODOK blasting off from Astonishing Tales. He has a 90 and a 75 point dial. His 90 point dial, first of all, he's giant size. He's got 7 range with 3 targets. He has running shot Pensai and invincible with 3 damage without wit. And then he has that mind control ability on his 75 point dial, sidestep mind control, and he's got prob on the 75 point dial. Okay, so not bad, not bad. Let's see if we want to use him. Here, I'm just looking at all my options here. Alright, so yeah, here's the team. Here's the team. I'll show you guys the team. Each piece. One. Unfortunately, it's not themed, and I don't think I have any assembled bolts of masters traits that are activated. But here we go. So we have Captain America. Let's take a look at him. Once per turn, assembled Avengers once per turn when Captain America hits. Okay, so that's not going to be activated because we do not have 3 Avengers keyworded characters. Unfortunately, I tried, but it's not gonna happen. Living Legend, so that will definitely be activated. Hopefully not. Hopefully he won't be killed the first time, but you know, just in case he does get KO'd, he will be the Living Legend trait will be activated, and then he will be healed the first time. So we looked at that one. Then he has a defense power, super senses, toughness. Modify defense +2 if Captain America moved during your last turn. So if you run a shot with him or move with him, charge with him, then he will get +2 defense until the end of your next turn. And he has that's his dial, as you can see. Running shot, 3 damage for leadership, 6 range, 2 targets, impervious. He's 75 points. So there's Captain America. Then we have MODOK. We're going to use him at 75 points. He's got energy shield deflection. Once per game, when MODOK would be hit with a range attack, you may instead choose that he evaded it. If you do, MODOK can't use energy shield deflection for the rest of the game. Protected pulse wave. Also, he has that movement ability, his speed ability, which will be on his first click because he's 75 points. He's got sidestep, mind control. When MODOK uses mind control, after resolutions, deal penetrating damage equal to his printed damage value divided among his hit targets. So that's going to be really cool to use. He has George Tarleton, and I think Patton Oswalt is is the voice of MODOK in the new animated show. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Patton Oswalt, the comedian. He's pretty funny. So here we go. 75 points. He's got prob, which is going to be good to use because we're going to need support powers. This team will have a bunch of support powers. So looking good so far. We have Captain America and MODOK. Then we have Dario Agger. Dario Agger you've seen. We're going to use him at 50 points. He's got the ability Outwit and Prob, and opposing characters within 5 squares can't use team abilities. We're going to use him at 50. We're going to use Happy Hogan to carry people around. He's got I am the driver. He's got that trait I am the driver, passenger 2, and may carry characters with flying. When a friendly character named Iron Man is given a move action and carries Happy Hogan, after resolutions you may give Happy Hogan an action token to remove an action token from that Iron Man. He's not going to use that because we don't have a character named Iron Man, but he is basically a taxi for 2 characters. He's got stealth, he's got willpower, and he's got close combat expert, just in case he needs to fight somebody, and he's 20 points. So far we have 75 is 150. Dario Agger makes it 200. Happy Hogan is 20. Industrial Spy is 30, so that's 50. So that's going to be 250. This is Industrial Spy. Definitely going to use him. Stealth, Espionage, Outwit. When Industrial Spy uses it and chooses only standard powers, he can use the chosen powers until your next turn. If he outwits Perplex, then he can use Perplex. That's really cool. All right. If the targeted character has the armor, robot, Hammer Industries, Stark Industries, or vehicle keyword, Industrial Spy can use 2 powers instead of 1. He can choose 2 to outwit, and that's going to be really good. And he's only 30 points. So and then he's got sidestep and 8 movement, so he can move really far up. He can move up to 10, and he can move through hindering. So he's really good. And then we have 50 points left, so we're going to use Citizen V. And this Citizen V is 50 points. This is Helmut Zemo as Citizen V. If Citizen V would be KO'd, you can replace him. We're not going to pay the 25 points for that. Once per turn, when Citizen V hits after resolutions, you may roll a d6. Okay, that's assembled both the masters. That's not going to work with us today. Master Swordsman, Precision Strike. blades, claws, fangs, but instead roll 2d6 and choose one as the result. Let's see if that's on his first click. I don't know if it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so yeah, for 50 points. Oh, I like this. I like this Citizen V a lot. He's got 8 movement with charge, so you move 4 and do that blades, but you roll 2d6 and choose the result of the blades, which offsets the fact that he's got 2 damage as printed value, and he's got 17 defense with combat reflexes. So that's a good. It's going to be a good secondary or tertiary attacker. So our whole team is Citizen V, Industrial Spy, Happy Hogan, Dario Agger, MODOK, and Captain America. And once again, at the end of this video, I'm going to do an overhead view showing you all of the teams that we came up with. And then down in the comments, you guys can decide which ones you think are the strongest teams or how you would have changed any of the teams. Let's see if I can get Falcon out of his... not Falcon, Captain America out of his... there he is. I got him out of the plastic without breaking his wings. Happy Hogan. Dario. Don't forget, Dario has telekinesis, so I think he's one of the characters in the set that one of the only characters in the set that has TK, so he's going to help you out tremendously. Industrial Spy, Citizen V, and MODOK. I think this is one of the stronger teams. That and the Mandarin team, the very first one. I don't know. They're all pretty good, though. We'll see how they fare against each other. All right. Well, you know what? Actually, I have 4 teams here. I kind of want to do the last one, but 4 makes a good tournament. We can have a tournament between the 4 teams, and show them on a future video. So let me just give you the overhead view of what we have so far. Let me put them, make them look nice. All right, let's take a look. So here we have the Mandarin team with Nick Fury, Sharon Carter, Mandarin, Dario Agger, Taskmaster, and Nick Fury. Then we have the team with Captain America, Isaiah Bradley, Citizen V, and Machine Smith. Then we have the 2 Minotaurs, Nick Fury, Iron Man, and Josiah X. And the Iron Man is shifting focus because we happen to pull 2. And then last but not least, we have team with MODOK, Dario Agger, Industrial Spy, Citizen V hiding there behind MODOK, Citizen V, Falcon, Captain America, and Happy Hogan. So here you go. We'll call them teams 1, 2, 3, and 4. Vote down in the comments. You can tell which one is your favorite team, and I'm going to try to play them against each other. I think 4 teams is enough because that way we can mix and match the teams and play them against each other and see which one does the best. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's kind of a longer episode, but we did a lot of team building. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Coffee and Clicks. Don't forget, wake up and smell the clicks, and stay tuned for future videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you like our content. It really helps us out. Thanks a lot, and have a good one.